Hey everyone, this is Cynthia and I'm with GetFit.Training. I just finished my workout. I just finished up my T25 cardio and now it's time for a little bit of nutrition. It's morning time, so two things. One, it's always replenishing our body after we've worked out within 30 minutes because when we drink a nutritional drink like Shakeology, our bodies immediately absorb the amino acids and proteins and all the valuable nutrients that are in Shakeology. It absorbs it immediately into our body because we've just done a tremendous intense workout, whether it be 30 minutes or 60 minutes, if I'm doing Insanity or P90X. Getting a nutritional drink inside our body within 30 minutes is super important because it absorbs all those important nutrients instead of flushing them out. So it's morning, so I also need breakfast. So I'm going to today show you what I normally drink. I have two flavors. I use vanilla and I use the vegan chocolate. Now, for most people, I recommend the vanilla for the first couple of times until you find your perfect little flavor, because on vanilla you can actually change the flavor up, including changing it to chocolate by just adding a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa. But today I'm going to show you my husband's and my favorite smoothie, and that's adding some fresh fruits. So the first thing I do, I recommend getting a blender. You don't have to get an expensive blender. You do not need an expensive food processor when making any type of smoothies. I know marketing and media, they tell you go get that expensive one, but you really don't. For the last 6 months, I literally have been using my grandmother's 1989 blender. But after 6 months of blending up all the ice, well, the blades are getting a little bit dull. So my sweet husband went out and bought us one, and I'm sure it's not that expensive because he's pretty frugal with his money. But it's efficient, it works, and so now we're going to make our smoothie. So what I do is, this is the ice. I take a couple of chunks of ice. Now I'm only going to make this for me today because my husband left early, so he's missing out on his Shakeology, naughty. So I've put a couple of chunks of ice in here. I actually went to Costco. I go to the farmer's market and I get the fresh fruits. I also chop them up and put them in the freezer. If I'm running low or if I don't have time to go to the farmer's market, go to Costco, go to Safeway, go to the frozen section. This is in Costco. This is an organic berry mix that has nature's 3 berries. Kirkland, and I gotta tell you, it's yummy. It has blackberries and raspberries and blueberries, all the antioxidants, and although my Shakeology has it, I love changing it up with some flavors. So I'm going to add a handful of these into our Shakeology. You know, I'm going for a super duper berry today. I should do it. Now, here's a trick. Go to your refrigerator or look for those bananas that are starting to turn brown and you know your children are not going to eat them because they think, "Ooh, Mom, they're bruised." Take those old bananas and throw them in here. Unfortunately, I don't have any bananas left. I ate them up, and yes, there were some that were brown, but I put them in there. Take the old fruit and put them in the smoothies. What you don't know is a lot of times that fruit or fruit juices that we're drinking, it's actually from older fruits. So don't be shy, just put it in here. Nobody will notice the difference, and it tastes delicious. Oranges are another thing. If you've got some that are getting a little bit squishy, the kids haven't eaten them all, I put those in there. Tomatoes, that's another thing. If you've got some tomatoes, I just came back from holiday and I didn't use all the tomatoes, and so they're a little bit too squishy for sandwiches or salads. So in this case, I would use those for my Shakeologies. I'm going to leave this one alone though, so I'm going to just focus on my berry Shakeology, and I'm not going to focus on my leftovers today, just my super berry. Now, I use almond milk. Almond milk as well as coconut water. I don't use milk. I'm lactose intolerant, so the almond milk works really well because it makes it super creamy. But I also cut in some coconut water because of the potassium, which is fantastic for after workouts. So let's go ahead and use the rest of this. I opened it up yesterday, used half of it yesterday. So there's the coconut water. Now, I normally add about 8 ounces of almond milk. And I'm cheating, but I sort of know where I want to get to. If you've got a measuring cup, just measure out 8 ounces. And since this is going to be more than just one serving, because I do drink it throughout the day, when I get hungry during, for snack time in the afternoon, I do drink my Shakeology. So I'm using more than one scoop today because I'm making more than one serving. So here's my one serving for breakfast. And then I'm going to use a half a scoop because I'm making a little bit extra for my afternoon. There you go. I try to stir it up because if I don't stir it up a little bit, just get all the little ingredients mixed up, I'll have to scrape it off the sides anyhow. So there you go. Let's put the top on and give it a spin. Voila! We have a super berry smoothie that is full of 17 grams of protein, has all the plant-based phytonutrients, antioxidants, prebiotics, probiotics, superfoods. This is my dense superfood nutritional drink. Out of all the diets and all the different types of protein drinks out there on the market, as well as, you know, those other things that are out there that everyone drinks that you can buy over the counter or in the store. I gotta say, this makes a huge difference with not only my energy levels, but my body's digestion, my moods. I'm a happy girl. I used to be very moody. So enjoy, drink up, and if you have any questions, please feel free to get in contact with me. Again, this is Cynthia with GetFit.Training, and this is your tip for the day.